Hello, everyone. It has been a very, very long time. 1 year to be exact. Um, if you've read the title and you saw the previous one, you'll understand how kind of big of a deal of a video this is. If not, I recommend go check it out. It's a bit of a watch, but it's a good one. And wow. So, full transparency, I reinstalled Smite just to do this recording. So I don't really know where the balances went. Um, I booted up the game once. I played a single match of set and I lost. I went I think 0 and 12, completely shitted on. Um, but yeah, I see Smite 2 is apparently coming out. That's pretty cool. Um, it's pretty cool. Um, just like we're gonna keep it simple. We're just gonna go from timeline. We're just gonna do a timeline because remember we do one shot recording. This is exactly how it's going to get put in the video because that is how I run shit here. All right. So I want to run through some topics and then we'll get to the gameplay. Um, Number one. I hope you guys have had a good year. I know you probably had some downs, but I genuinely hope you had more ups than downs. For real. It's been a rough year. I think for everybody. All right. Inflation, I believe, is at an all-time high. This so the recording is early December, so I might be wrong when this actually gets posted on the 1st of January. Um, but yeah, so yeah, inflation's at an all-time high. The cost of living has fucking skyrocketed. I'm still trying to get my shit together. I heard that a lot of fucking different companies laid off a lot of employees due to wages and shit like that. Full transparency, I got laid off recently. At the moment of this recording, I am unemployed and it is fucking rough to get a job, man. And I feel bad for a lot of the fucking younger generation, man. I'm 26 for those who do not know, and I'm struggling to make it fucking out of here, man. I'm doing everything I can. Trying to do it right, and it's still not coming through, dude. But, I'm hoping things change this year in 2025, Um, But even now, please take care of yourselves. That's the most important thing I think is going to be important in 2025 is peace of mind and focus. Peace of mind and focus. I think that's going to be huge, especially for me. Um, just with the way I see the world turning, I feel like right now, if you want a job, if you want pretty much anything, or you have a goal in the world as of right now, right? I'm not gonna hold you. It's pretty fucking hard to do alone. It's really, really difficult, man. Like again, with wages, minimum wage ain't fucking going up. That shit is probably gonna stay at 16. Again, this is like past. I guess those who know me as Nuggets, but please know that the channel name has changed. To Nick Seven, because I'm be again just transparent with you. My name is Nick, so it's N1K, and then my life number, if you are into that, and anyone who knows about that, is 7. It is incredibly personal to me. So if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Um, it's like assholes. It's like opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. But where was I? I'm sorry. I fucking parted off in a tangent there. But the point is, it's been a rough year, man. Um, I just want to take a moment to kind of tell you guys where I've been at, and just like if you care, stick around. If not, trust me, there will be a point to all of it. Um, at some point. Oh yeah, I started off the year really, really bad. I went through a breakup. Went through a damn breakup, man. That was literally just how my like January started. Okay. Just went through a breakup that I was with an amazing person for about, I think, 2.5 years, or at least felt like it, you know? And let's just say mental health got in the way. I'll leave it at that. And I finally lost, I knew what it was like to lose something that you loved. You know what I mean? Like we all say we've been through that, but like, you know how like there's that reminder that you're like, okay, it, like you know how there serves as a lesson to everything, right? There's always a moment that you remember growing up with certain topics such as anger, happiness, love, things like that. There's always a memory you can probably point to as your first one, where it was like, okay, that was the starting height of the bar to make you be a better person. You know what I mean? So, or at least in my case, try to fix yourself. You know, it was definitely try to fix myself. Cause I did not love myself, brothers. I did not love myself. I did not look. I didn't fuck. So this is what you have to deal with when you do a straight recording. Um, the cool part is, I believe on PlayStation 5, the longest you can hit the record button is an hour. So at maximum, this video will only be an hour. Bear with me. Um, but yeah, brothers, I did not love myself. I did not look for happiness, nothing. And I thought I could learn to love somebody else, and that is not how it works. What the joke I make now to myself is I tell myself, "Yo, Nick, you skipped a step. Like it's good that you knew the next couple of steps, and it's good that you knew the present step, but like you skipped a step, and you know that you did. And I'm not gonna lie, I never thought that one was gonna come and bite me in my ass. I didn't think it was ever gonna push my mental health low enough, and I did. And pretty much the beginning of my year started with a lot of regrets, a sense of loss, and being lost, if that makes sense. My February, I'd say from February to, want to say, maybe end of July. No, no, to early September. February to early September. Um, I hit the darkest time I've ever hit in my life. And sensitivity warning, I almost killed myself. Almost jumped right off the tracks. Didn't care. And I got saved that night. What I genuinely believe to be an angel. Because let's just say, when I did it, ain't nobody was around. And that's probably why I fully went through with it this time. Then magically, a random person appeared and pulled me back as I was about to fall. Because I was there, bro. Never forget that. And when you get something like that and you go through something like that and you finally and fully give up, most people when they give up, they ain't nobody to save them. And I didn't think there was for me. Um, yeah, deep, right? Whoa. um, but yeah, and That's how pretty much majority of my year was. Um, I turned obviously 26 uh, during mid-September, and believe it or not, the Friday of the Monday that I turned 26. The prior one though, like the my birthday, you could say was like Memorial Weekend for that Friday. Put it like that. I guess if that helps analyze it up. Um, I learned to love myself. I did, like genuinely. And I went clubbing. I did all that like after to like during those dark time. Put it like that. A lot of drugs. A lot of drugs, boys. A lot of the sauce off the sauce, if you will. Um, it's funny because as I like look at the fucking clock in my room, it just hit 1 o'clock, and I see that as 100, motherfucker, like 100%. That's how you know. That's what you get here. You get 100%, nothing less. One of my favorite sayings that I created. Hey, bro, I'm not here to bullshit you. The world does that enough for me. You feel me? Um, but yeah, I learned to love myself, bros, and I was okay being alone for the first time ever. And it took a lot. Again, it took a lot of drugs. It took me almost ending my life. And not just to love myself, but to appreciate the people that I had in my life. Because God, did I take them for granted. God damn it, did Nick take them for granted. My God. But some of them are still around. And I appreciate them for that. Feel me? Some people left, some people stayed. And I'm sorry to the ones who left, you feel me? Genuinely. Oof. Point is, I'm past that. I'm past that. Now on to positivity. I got into another relationship, and it has been fucking amazing. You know that peace that feels like you love that person to death, but it feels like there's something missing. Again, it goes back to the you skipped a step. Yeah, I didn't feel that. You feel me? I knew I could now learn to love somebody with my 100%. Like there is no half seas. There's no because ain't nothing missing with me no more. In terms of myself. Like obviously, I gotta fucking work on some shit, be more mature. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So everybody does that for the rest of their life. It's an ongoing lesson, if you would. The module never ends. That particular module. Um, but it's been fucking amazing. I'm happy. Do I still do a little bit of the sauce? Damn straight. Yeah, all I'm gonna say where I'm from. You either smoke something or you drink something. You feel me? Let's put it like that. If you know that saying, then you know where I'm from at that point. The Nugget just doxed himself without doxing himself. Have fun figuring and decoding that fun fuckers. Wow, yeah, this one recording is gonna either be really good and serious and upfront or just utter shit. Um, but yeah, I've been happy, bros. Like, mind you, from January of 2020 fucking 4 to late September, or sorry, mid September, mid was the worst fucking time of my life. The darkest time of my life that I have ever had on this fucking earth. And just when I thought it was over and it wasn't gonna get better, I literally figured myself out. When there was no more distractions, no one to latch onto, you know? And at this point, I wasn't like heavily into like drugs and shit like that. It took losing. It was like a fucking butterfly effect. You know, Like at the end of the day, and if the person ever watches this, they know who they were. That they were the start of the cascade of me figuring out my life, and it sucked that that's what it had to take. And I apologize for it. I am sorry for what I did. There were problems genuinely on both sides. But just know that at minimum, I leave my apology here. You feel me? Um, but then just like that, after going on that journey, that's what I refer to it as. I went on a journey this year of finding out who the fuck I was. And also another thing for those, I understand some people aren't religious, and I never was, and I still will never be religious, but when it comes to my own mental peace and peace of mind, again, back to what 2025 should be a focus on, you know, focus and peace of mind. Again, it all comes back if you stick around long enough. Um, Shit, I fucking lost track. That's unfortunate. Um, Shit. See, this is what happens again. One shot recording. Don't have a fucking script. No nothing. I'm literally coming up with this. Like I'm literally just sitting in a fucking chair and just this is coming off the top of my head because these are my thought processes and I'm just putting them into words. And I've always been good at doing that. I'm good at genuinely putting a lot of people's thoughts and my own into words. You feel me? And all it takes is just getting to know them a little bit and the real them. You feel me? Not the bullshit they put up for the world and the people that don't genuinely care about them. But separate video. Um, separate video. Uh, the point is, I'm able to say that. I don't know many fucking people who literally said, "Man, I figured out who I was in less than a year." Like, brother, like, not to toot my own horn a little bit here, but that's a fucking accomplishment in my life. And it took me going through the darkest time of my life to achieve that. If that is not the literal definition of, you know, every light casts a shadow, or um, for the light to exist, the darkness needs to, like, if that's not like that and those type of analogies put to reality, and I'm conveying this to you, and I'm not bullshitting you here, I don't know what will. At that point, that's between you and your deities. That's my other friend tells me. He was like, it's between them and their deities. Basically saying like, yo, whoever the fuck you worship, I don't care. That's between you and your deities. You know what I mean? Like, that's a pretty general way of respecting someone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what you believe in. Just that's between you and them. Just don't force that shit on me. Which is, I think, how a lot of things should be handled these days. But again, separate videos, bro. Um, but it's the fact that I did it, man. I did it. I can say that I did it. And hopefully one day I'll be able to say that I did it with life itself. And I think everybody wants to say that. Everyone wants to be able to say that shit, man. Like, imagine, if you will, you on your deathbed. And like, everybody's around you. Your loved ones, like whoever in that time. Instead of it you like seeing it as like, or at least how I would see it, instead of like, damn, this is the last time I'm going to see them, I would just look how many people are in the room. And then be like, wow, I did it. Like, I did everything that I'm seeing in my last moments. All of these people in front of me have connections to literally every single story in probably one of your life, if that makes sense. Like imagine your best friends there. And then like obviously, it stems from, oh, you have the story of how you guys met. And then, maybe through another reason is how you guys met. And then that has a story branching to another thing. Like just basically just think of an infinite tree, right? The more people you see at the end of your deathbed, or the more positivity you see at the end of your deathbed, put it like that, is when you can close your eyes and say, I did it, and I beat the game of life. And I was thinking about this to myself, like recently, and it's helped calm me the fuck down. Let's put it like that. And I'm just gonna talk to you guys about it and see maybe it helps you. I realized life itself is a game, okay? And you may have heard of this one, but let me maybe tack something new onto it. Life is like a video game. You start at level 1, some of us start at level 0. You feel me? And I know you guys know there are those games that literally started you at 0. Like one was a requirement before you could even hit 2. Okay, you had to go through the 0 XP bar to get to 1. Okay? You can put that in whatever scale you like right now. I'll give you a second to process. Okay? Point is, some people, started at 1. And some people start at 0. And sometimes it's a really big fucking uphill boss battle just to get to 1. Meanwhile, 1 is already coasting. Has some moves under their belt, you feel me? Even though they're still in the beginning, yeah, but I think you guys can read between the lines. But point is, you level up, you get stronger, you acquire new skills, you absorb new knowledge, you read new lore tablets. You feel me? Like you start gaining the lay of the land. Okay. Then slowly but surely, you get tired of walking in the local area. Put it like that. You know what I mean? The local region. And you see some islands in the distance, and you're like, yeah, it probably won't be right now, but I think I'll get there. I think that DLC will drop soon. You feel me? And I think I'll be ready when it drops. So you just prep. You build your resources up. Maybe you have a base of operations set up. Hopefully. Right? Fight your bosses here and there. Sometimes they throw you an easy one. Sometimes they throw you a, just enough challenging one. And then sometimes they throw you with like a literal, that this is meant to skill check your ass. You feel me? And like if you're not there yet, go back. You feel me? Like go replay your levels. Or maybe go back to some other regions because you didn't finish up all the fucking side quests and get all the rewards that you need. You feel me? To do this shit now. The mic is just getting hit for no reason. And then you just do that over and over again. It's a game loop. Like they say like like live service games like they have to have a good game loop. What I just described to you, that is life's game loop. That is literally life's game. And then you just keep going on New Game Plus as you go older. Every about, I'd say, 10 years, you go up a New Game Plus. Some people do it in like maybe 7 years. Some people do it in 10 years. And then some people, take 12 to 14. Because they just couldn't get past. They didn't learn, to say the least. All right? And then you get to the end game. You get to the mid game, and then you feel that power spike, if you will. Like there's always that point in the mid game where like you no longer feel like you're doing standard damage. You start peeping you start peeping your deeps. You're like oh shit, like I'm killing killing enemies a little bit faster these days. You know, I'm acquiring things a little bit faster these days. Things are racking up a little bit faster these days. You know, and then you just again you just do the game loop I described. You know, keep leveling up, gaining resources, keep training, looking up lore tablets, gaining knowledge, building a bigger base of operations that time around. You know what I mean? This time you're like maybe in your 20, you know, maybe I'd say maybe 20s to like maybe 35. You know, I'd give that window of like mid game. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand. Like I'm sorry, with the way the fucking world is going, you can't expect people to be having shit together between like either after as soon as they graduate fucking high school or like I don't know, what's the expectancy these days? Like fucking 25, bro. Not to be a dick. Like I know people say like, oh, you know, they got opportunities. Don't be lazy. Okay, we all live in different areas that handle things differently, that have different fucking, you know, like economies and shit like that, with different people who have different views that are in charge for that particular area. Like, not to be a dick, but shut the fuck up with that. That's the cool part about life is everyone lives, you know, in different areas and everyone is different and like that's what dictates their circumstances and their path in their game life. You feel me? Like everyone is different. So like that's why I don't really like when people in comments who like are genuinely venting about shit they're going through, and then you got like that person who's always like, "Well, I did X, Y, and Z." Like good that you did all of that, but you're trying to invalidate somebody's struggle and saying that's not an excuse. But in my head, I'm like, yeah, but I want to know what your circumstances were that you got everything that you're trying to say this person is lazy for and that he didn't do it fast enough or they weren't good enough or it's just their fucking fault. Like yes, it's the person's fault to a degree, but you really need to understand how much circumstance truly do dictate a person's surroundings. You know what I mean? Like how are you going to tell the guy, "Oh, get a job" when the job market is fucking shit? And then you're like, "Oh, you know, maybe you get it through someone you know." Yeah, what if that person doesn't have somebody? What if they don't have friends? You feel me? Oh, it's just, oh, that's their fault too. You know what I mean? Like, there's only so much you can keep throwing in the direction of, oh, that's your fault, bro. And then it starts becoming like actual world shit, like genuine world shit. Okay. And like I feel like that line has gotten really fucked up throughout the days, and the internet ain't doing no fucking favors. I'm not gonna be that guy who says, "Oh, put the phone down," because the internet has done a lot of wonders for the world. Okay, it has. It's part of the reason why a lot of people end up gaining a lot of knowledge. It's one of the biggest resources for knowledge as a whole. Just a lot of people do it in a fucking stupid way. And then like for anyone who's wants to maybe be a dick in the comment, be like, "Oh, I'm sure you use the internet." I don't have social media because that shit is fucking stupid. Okay. I do have YouTube, but I only watch a lot of down to earth people, okay? Or just documentaries, okay? I'm like at that age, all right? I just enjoy what I enjoy. I want videos like how this is, where the person is just talking about life, reality, and maybe just have something up in the fucking background. It could be gameplay, it could just be a stale fucking screen, you know? It's the old days of YouTube, and I prefer it. Um, but I mean, like, I don't have any of that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch TV. I don't. Let's just say there was a time this guy didn't have a roof over his head for a very long time, and TV became the least important thing. Or at least cable. Like, obviously, having a TV is important to me still, but, like, in terms of, like, cable and shit, man, I don't need reminders on the news and everywhere I fucking look on my TV that the world is going to shit. I know that already, bro. I feel it, you know? I don't need to see it. I already feel it. Um, but I'm just not there, man. And I don't like people who do that. I genuinely don't like people who do that. Um, yeah, I love how like how much this conversation has shifted through so many topics. It's funny because each topic does correlate into one another. It shifts pretty like the transition is just transitions with the similar topics in between each thing that escalates to a different topic, but we're still keeping things on how the conversation started. This is how you have a conversation with somebody. I don't know about those texting and shit like that. I text, yeah, but like I'm more of a person like if I want to have a conversation, you can clearly tell I want to have a conversation. You know what I mean? Like, but even through all that, I know I was like talking a lot of the way the world is going. That's the cool part though about how the way the world is going is it's going to shit and people are no longer caring. So take advantage of it. And what I mean by people are not caring, people are cutting corners. People are being lazy too. People are slacking, to say the least. The human race as a whole is slacking. Okay, we might get caught lacking. I feel like we will. I didn't want to go into politics, but yeah, Donald Trump got fucking elected, bro. That's gonna be. Oh man, that's all I'm gonna say. Oh man. Oh man, that's why I said focus. You gotta focus in 2025. It's about you do making sure you do what you want to do, so you don't have to deal with this shit no more. Like get out of your fucking comfort zones, bros. Like go. You want something? Go get it. Period. And if you know that fucking reference, you're a real one for that. Okay? Focus on whatever it is you you know you can do deep down. I'm not asking you what you think you can do, because anybody could think a thought. You feel me? Anybody could do that, but it takes a real one to focus and go after that shit. So 2025 again is going to be the year of focus. But remember, if you don't got a peace of mind, you're not going to be able to focus. You can't focus if there's distractions, aka there's no peace of mind. Lock the fuck in, bros. Ladies and gentlemen, lock in. Because I'm not going to lie, I don't know about 2026 and 2027. I hope they're good years, but again, back to the circumstances and our surroundings. Let's just, all I'm gonna say is fight now. Fight now and gather your resources. Because I think a boss is coming. I genuinely do. And I cannot say the threat of it. Can't tell right now. Okay? And this is to people who are older than me, people who are younger than me. This is to everyone who hears this. And I don't care who you are, what you identify as, I don't give a fuck. The fact that you're still here and listening to this is, and if you make it this far, that's how I know you're cool people. Okay? That's how I know. It's because you were real enough to sit through this and accept a lot of shit. Okay? It is time to go into 2025 with a set mind. Okay? Peace of mind and focus are the priorities. And I will be doing that for myself as well. Everything I'm saying, this is advice that am finally putting into my life, and I can't wait to see what I do with it. You feel me? When I hone it. So I think that's about that. Just really quick, some things for this time of the year that like is it currently during the recording. I'm glad Helldivers got an award. I'm a little bit salty that they didn't get Game of the Year, but hella fucking respect to Astrobot. That shit did what it needed to do for gamers, and that is what's up. So hell fucking awesome. And Helldivers got some awards. They literally beat out Call of Duty. This was the first year Call of Duty didn't get rewards. Fuck that game. God, they're fucking scumbags. Uh, I finally quit Overwatch. Not gonna lie to you guys. Um, I think I'm done. I've been playing Marvel Rivals. I've been enjoying the fuck out of it. I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it out. It is as good as people say. It is. Movement's a little clunky, but I believe they're working in to somehow smooth it out. So, if that's like becomes your gripe with it, Don't worry, they're working on it. And it does run pretty fucking smoothly. All right, even on console, it does run very smooth. I have PS5, not the Pro. That's a fucking scam. Don't get it. But yeah, I started playing Ghost of Tsushima, bro. Where the fuck have like I feel stupid for just now getting into that game. I don't even think like I unlocked one of the stances. I think I unlocked fucking the one where he has like the sword over his head, if that makes sense. And he's got like his one hand like just ready, like looking like he's trying to grab something. The game is fucking amazing. I love it. Illuminate drops. I'm a fucking obviously I love Helldivers. Dude, I love Helldivers. Pretty not gonna lie, Helldivers has been the game that has seen me through all these dark times. Helldivers has been here for me, bro, and I cannot thank Arrowhead fucking long enough. And again, I put a comment on this in YouTube somewhere. For the love of God, stop bitching to Arrowhead. Let them cook. Okay? Every single time people like doom said the game and said, oh, it's dying or it's done or now it's just to the dedicated players. Shut the fuck up, please. Like, if this didn't make you shut the fuck up, then please shut the fuck up, okay? Or leave the game at this point, because now you're just staying here to hate on them, even though you know you love the game, because that's why you're still playing it and you still reply in comment sections, okay? Let Arrowhead cook. Yes, they take hella fucking long, I won't lie, but I think after the nerf divers, guys, they learned their lesson. They're not nerfing our shit anymore. Don't worry. And I know that was the biggest gripe with a lot of players was them nerfing all of our gear. And I was, I was doing those gripes as well. I was like, what the fuck, man? Nothing felt good. But the point is, they learned from it, and that is rare. And the gaming community as a whole, as of right now, is not used to let alone a small fucking company of their size. But we're not used to that. We're not used to quite literally being able to change the direction of a video game through the community outreach. We made them revert and buff everything. What if that doesn't show you how cool it like they were fucking stubborn about it, but now they learned from that. Obviously it sucked to see Twinbeard leave and shit like that. Like I'm kind of pissed. Like I'm not in the Discord or anything, but like I follow the news and I'm not gonna lie, I was really kind of sad when Twinbeard left because that dude was the fucking goat, man. I used to always like in like the videos I used to watch when they would like put like his his Discord comment answering one of like the posts or whatever. Like I enjoyed seeing his fucking Twinbeard. It was hilarious. Like in my head, I'm like, yeah, it's just, like he actually like loves his own shit that he made it his whole fucking username. Like that's fucking cool, man. And it sucked to see him go, but I think he is still with the team to a degree. I hope or at least I hope they bring him back to a different department. I would hate to see. I didn't fully look into that far because like I didn't care about it that deep, but I truly do hope he at least moves to a different department where he can still help out with the game's fucking future. Because I think he still chills in the Discord if I'm not mistaken. I think he does. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. I hope he does. So yeah, that's been hella fun. Big content drop. I jumped back on Warframe 1999. I haven't played the quest yet, but I've been enjoying like the new Warframe and stuff like that. Fucking beautiful. So basically Warframe I'm eating good. Helldivers I'm eating good. Marvel Rivals I'm eating good. And then hold on. Let me just I want to do it off the top of my head because I don't want to have to do that. And Fortnite, I've also been playing. I jumped back on Fortnite, and I'm not gonna lie, I heavily enjoy the season. I want to see where the event goes with Godzilla and shit like that. This is my prediction early. You heard it here first. I think it's gonna be like a kaiju theme season. Like it's starting off with like the demons, but I low key think it's gonna be like a kaiju shit. Like you see how like Godzilla's in it. If you look in the back of the map, there's like a volcano, and in my head, I'm like, I heard that Kong and Godzilla 3 is coming out. Like it's been like announced, I think, or it's coming in. I think in 2025 somewhere. And in my head, I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, like that would be smart of them to go through Epic Games and at least put Godzilla in it. And in my head, I think it's going to turn to like a kaiju season. Like we're starting off with demons, you know, basically we're on small prey right now. The demons are the small prey. And you know, I think halfway through in the January update, which I think is like the mid-season fucking basically the mid-season patch or the mid-season update. I think we're gonna transition to something like that, man, and I can't wait to see what they do. And I kind of want to see if they have what was it, Magora, the one that was in the movie, that like Godzilla had to go like Super Saiyan to beat. Yeah, and I know there's even crazier ones than that, so it's gonna be pretty cool to see that. Maybe like walking around the map, the game is just going, then just the kaiju battle is like sending ripples or like tremors through the map and stuff like that, and maybe it changes the physicalities of it. Who knows? So yeah, I'm just pretty much I've been eating good. I've been doing good. I've been eating good. I've been working out, and I hope I find a job. You know, hopefully by the time this video gets posted on January 1st, hopefully I'll already be working, or at least have an interview that I know I'm gonna get. You know. Um, but remember, boys. Final conclusions. Focus and peace of mind. You want something, go get it. Period. Do appreciate your time. And if you made it this far, thank you. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. Have a good 2025.